So my recent video where I went for a ride and did a KOM attempt in the middle of the ride kind of got me thinking. And I thought I might do a series where I record myself on segments where I'm going after the KOM, or at least maybe for a PR or whatever, and then play it back with metrics and do some analysis. So this is the first one in that series. This segment is called Wombat Social. I have no idea why, but that's just kind of how it goes with segments on Strava. So as you can see here, it starts off pretty steeply. And this pretty much reveals right away where I think I went wrong. If you watch my heart rate, I'm already at 166. And we're not even, we're just over a quarter mile into it. And this is going to end up being about a 7-minute effort. So that's pretty high for me, and it's not slowing down. My heart rate is going to keep going up all the way through this first section. So basically, my conclusion after watching this back is that I hit this one way too hard at the start, and then I didn't have enough left when I got to the sections further up, which are not quite as steep, and which might suit my abilities a little better. As you can see, so here we are, we're already at 173. We're still climbing, really. It's starting to plateau a little bit, but I think it'll go up even more up through this next little pitch up here. So you can see, so there we are at 174, and the grade at this point is not terribly steep. It's at 6%, 7% max, but it's really, it's probably an average of like 5 around this part. And then it really almost levels off here, 175 beats per minute, which is super high for me. And the grade is now almost flat. So this is the part where I should be pushing out major watts and hitting maybe 18 miles an hour, but I'm too beat from that first climb, and I don't have it in me to do that. So as a result, I had to use that flat section for some recovery just to be able to keep going. So that was definitely a strategy mistake there. And as you can see, that flat section didn't do a whole lot for me. It really wasn't long enough for me to get some adequate recovery. And my heart rate is back up 175. I think the highest I've ever seen it was like 181 or something. So that gives you a sense of what this heart rate is for me personally. It's really high. So here's another plateau. You can see the grade is coming way down. It's almost flat again. I mean, my heart rate is even higher than it was before. It just peaked out at 176. I went into aero a little bit, trying to squeak out whatever advantage I could. But it really didn't amount to much. We got up to about 16 miles an hour. really these series of plateaus here with these flats is where I really should be making up the most time, because with my size and weight, I can get the most speed on flats because of my inertia. And so here we are at 18 miles an hour. That's where I should have been on those other sections. Of course, I have a negative grade for a little bit here, which is helping me out quite a bit. So now we're on to the final push of the segment. And at this point, you know, I'm seeing on my computer how far I am behind. I know I'm probably not going to get it. So I'm not pushing as hard anymore. Basically giving up. This is the first time I've ridden the segment, so I don't have a PR to shoot for. I'm just, you know, getting my first time here. So whatever I end up with, that's going to be my baseline moving forward. So the motivation is not quite as strong as it might be on another segment. But here you can see I'm only pushing 250 watts on a 1-2% grade, which is that's not a lot for me, because I've realized that this is not really going to happen today. So I'm just kind of cruising till I get to the end, and then I will see where I rank on the list. So as it happened, I ended up with a time of 7:19, which was good for 7th place on the Strava list, which is not bad for a first attempt. But definitely nowhere near the KOM. But we got something to work for. All in all, it was an okay effort, and I have something to shoot for if I ever do this segment again.